Hello everyone, welcome to JenzTEN96, where I'm taking you on a journey of 3 years, vlogging every single day, taking you towards my North Star. I am absolutely devastated, angry, pissed off with myself because I did a whole recording for my day 12. 36 minutes of riffing, really going through everything, really being on a roll. And it was just so wonderful. I felt really good in the whole thing. And I was saying all the right things in all the right places, pressing all the right buttons, only to find when I came to edit the recording, I had no sound. Now, this is from someone who was professing about Mercury in retrograde. We're in Mercury in retrograde for 3 weeks, 2 to 3 times a year, okay? And during that time, communication is challenging. And I always go on about it, check everything, check your sound, check your recording, check your emails, check what you write, check who you're writing it to, make sure you press the right buttons. With traveling communication, make sure you've got your tickets, make sure everything's gonna be on time. And yet, I forgot to press the on button on my sound. I was so mad. It felt like when I found out, I tried everything to see if it would record it in a different avenue, and my heart just sunk. It was just sunk, and I thought, no, I'm gonna have to do it all again. Oh gosh. And I thought, you know what? And it was late in the evening as well. So, and I was going out, so there was no chance to redo it. And after the fact that I was so devastated, my spirit was down, I couldn't go back into the recording and do it again. And I think as well, something crossed my mind because I was thinking one of my guilty pleasures, one of my guilty things that I'd like to do is to be an actress. And to be an actress, you'd have to learn your lines and then be having to do it over and over and over again. I know stage actors do this night after night, right? But even with film acting, you have to repeat the scene over and over again because because of the different camera angles, and the director wants you to, maybe improve on what you just said or take different, perspectives or whatever. So maybe that's the universe telling me, hey, you're going to be a rubbish actress. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's get on with today. Today is day 13, and I'm going to regurgitate everything I did on day 12, okay? So, let's pop my glasses on. Let's have a little conversation. Not conversation, not yet, because I'm on StreamYard, the whole idea is to be able to do live streaming and take notes and have proper conversations with you guys. So, today I'm going to talk to you about my journey in my Diamond Shine program and reiterate, go over the question 1, that I have 5 questions in my module 1, okay? And the first question was, who do you want to become? But before that, I'd just love to say thank you to everyone who's watching, who's commenting. I did not realize the impact I was having on people, because some people are actually following me. And one of the videos I said I was not going to go through my my journey with my own program. I was going to do something else. And this particular person, a good friend of mine, in fact, my accountability buddy, she was absolutely devastated. Jen, no, I've watched all the videos, and I want to be there on your journey with you, and I want to do the questions, and I want to do the journaling. So you please, you can't stop. And I have someone else, a good friend of mine in the States. She said this is something similar. I love what you're doing, and I'm following you, and I love that it's really natural, and it's not too polished. It feels like I'm having a coffee with you, and you're just chatting to me. So I thought, you know what, let me just continue the way I am. And the whole point that Lee Simmons, the person I'm following, he said, the same thing. It's just talking every single day for 3 years and relaying what comes up. Just talk about what comes up. And in fact, I had a chat with him this morning. As I was lying in bed sulking because I'm 7 hours behind the UK, and I'm in Costa Rica, obviously. A message came up, and we'd connected on WhatsApp, and we had a little chat on WhatsApp, and he was saying, just go in and say, hey, you've messed up. I'm sure he meant something stronger in terms of the swearing, but he was very polite and said messed up. And I was going to do that anyway. So we're on the same wavelength in terms of how we're going to continue and go forward with this 1096 challenge. And so that's what I did. I just coming to my day 13, not actually re-recording day 12. I'm pretending it was day 12. I'm just being in day 13 and talking about not recording properly on day 12. So it just really actually, I believe it's helping people to realize that you don't have to be perfect to get going. You don't have to just be like, oh, I've got to have the right camera and the right sound and the right. It's all about the message. What is it you've got to tell the world? What is it you've got to impart? What is it you've got to say? What ideas have you got? So if you want to do your 1096, you don't have to do it online or on a podcast or on Spotify. Just get a diary, get a journal, just get a recorder, record on your phone, voice notes on your phone, and just talk to your phone. But at least get it out there, and a body of work, whoever you are, will be there for prosperity. Because one of the things I really think is a challenge with all this technology is that the ancients wrote what they had to offer in stone, so we could look at it thousands of years later. So because we're recording in technology and it really doesn't exist except for like dots on a screen, if it's not powered by electricity, how were we going to know what was being said and what's being recorded? So hence, next year, I'm going to actually write my book. So it's going to be a physical book that people can read. But with this podcasting and technology and videoing, I just worry sometimes that it's not going to be seen or heard by the future generations. We need to have something physical. So if you want to write your journal, your 1096 as a journal, that's probably going to be more beneficial. But while I've got the technology, and I'm going to use it. Okay, so let's get going with why I did my that question. Why is it important, that question of who do you want to become? So the 5 questions are in the module 1 are: who do you want to become? What do you love to do? What do you want to have? Are you able and are you willing? So I'm going to go through what I've written on of each of those questions. And I did the first one 2 days ago, and I read out, like Jack and Ori style, my intro and who do I want to become? So I wrote all of that out. And that actually changes year to year because I've been doing this since 2009 when I first started doing this actual 9 principles and the questions every single year. Apart from 2023, I didn't actually do it in 23. I was so down, like I was lost, stale, like I said before, I was just in a lost place. So 2024, I've written my new answers to that question. And it is important because who you become, your identity, is really, really important in the manifestation of who you want to become. Because who you identify yourself to be subconsciously is the level to which you will not go above. And even if you go above it a little bit and gain a little bit more of that different identity, you will always default back to the original identity. So if you think of yourself as useless and unloved and unwanted, which I used to think, you will always come back to make your reality become and match your identity. So being in the question of who do I want to become is very, very important. So whoever you want to be, whatever you want to have in the future, right? Your future self, your North Star, wherever you're going to reach, you now have to start be thinking and becoming that person right now. Be that person now and practice being that person. And subconsciously it'll go into your programming, and then those things will start being attracted to you because you create your reality, I believe. Yeah. And I'm sure lots of people out there believe the same thing too. Okay. So my 9 principles, how I changed my 9 principles into my diamond shine. I think I started talking about that a couple of days ago. The diamond shine acronym. Just a recap, just in case people didn't see that video. After I'd lost my eldest son last year, and I was praying to him for something new to inspire me with my program, because I'd become stale. It just wasn't working, wasn't buzzing me up as it used to. And I had the word diamond drop down like a screen, like, one of those backdrops on a stage, big letters, and it came down in my mind as the word diamond. And then I matched the word diamond to my then 9 principles and came up with diamond shine. And each of the letters represent one of the principles. So I'm just going to put that on the screen right now so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll just talk you through each of the principles here. Okay, now what I noticed as well, that I was on a good right track, was I am a lifelong learner. I'm always reading. And I came across the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And I realized that his 13 principles of becoming wealthy, manifestation, all of that kind of stuff, sort of matched my 9 principles as well. So I thought, oh my gosh, this is incredible. So I'm actually on the right track, even creating these principles myself, because how I come to be working with them was working with clients, and realizing that I needed to add more principles, or morph some of the principles together from my original 5 when I did my training, if that makes sense. Anyway, as it stands now, I will walk through my 9 soul shift principles, which are now the Diamonds Shine framework, and sort of tell you how it matches Napoleon Hill's 9 principles. Let me just turn off this sound on my phone here so it doesn't keep distracting me like a shiny penny over there. Okay, so the first one is decide to commit, which where I'm at right now, doing my 5 questions. He actually talks about that in his first principle, Napoleon's first principle of burning desire, which matches my second principle as well, illuminate your desires. You really got to think about your desires, what's really going on because desire is a God-given gift. It's like a calling from the bowels of the universe. Your desire is like something that's within you that really needs to be manifest. So really think about your life and what's really, really burning for you to actually want to do. Your North Star, where is it you want to get to? Okay. So in the illuminate your desires, the letter I is 8 life areas that we talk about, looking at your where you're at now, what you would like to have, and how you'd like to feel when you get there. So when I actually get there, I'll explain a bit more. Okay. His second principle, absolute faith, and his third principle, self-talk, auto-suggestion, actually aligns with my A, align your beliefs, and M, map your values. So it's all about talking about your mindset, your beliefs, your heart set, how your subconscious links in with your heart, and how you take action on what you believe within your own self, and your patterns of behavior, and your the traumas that you've gone through, and how that actually affects your behavior, and what you're able to do, and how you see yourself, and all of that. So all of that is combined in my align your beliefs, my A, okay? And with his next set of steps, specialized knowledge, imagination, organized planning, comes under my organize your actions, the O of the diamond, organize your actions, which includes obviously planning your people, your time, your money, your equipment, all your resources. Really sit down and plan the whole of the what needs to happen. Like I talked about the other day, is what's the word I use? Re-engineer your journey. So here is where you're at, and how did you actually get there? Yeah, so you re-engineer how you actually got to the place, and then from that point you take the first step, and then the next step, and then break it down into months, years, and then break it down into months, then break it down into weeks, and then the week, and then the day, and then right this minute, what are you meant to be doing to go forward? Okay, so that's organizing and organizing your actions. Yeah, and then we go into his Napoleon's next principle was take massive action. Now, this I include neutralize your clutter, because he doesn't actually talk about getting rid of anything. But for me, it's really important. Now you've got your plan to get rid of anything that no longer stands, that no longer serves you. Okay, anything that holds you back, or you will scupper you, which includes your place, your things, your people, your naysayers, your distractions, anything that no longer serves you. You really need to declutter it and organize things in a way so that you can easily do things without distraction, without any kind of put down, making you feel bad, because you are going to now be taking massive action. You have no chance, no way to have anything stand in your way. So neutralize your action, neutralize your clutter. And then the next one is for his number 8 is develop your daily habits. So set out a daily ritual in the morning. What are you going to do in the morning? What are you going to do in the afternoon? What are you going to do in the evening? Baby steps each and every day, stepping to North Star, step by step by step. And including in that, you include, looking at your health, looking at your money, looking at your, your making sure that you get enough rest. All of these daily habits help you to become stronger, yeah, so that you can actually make the journey. Yeah, so get up in the morning. What I do, actually, what I'm going to be doing, because I'm in my new place now, and where I was before, I couldn't actually do my daily habits that I used to do in the UK, which was getting up, doing a half-hour run, coming back, winding down, doing my meditation, like stretching, winding down, doing my meditation, get in the shower, have my breakfast, and then start my day. Make sure that I've got plenty of water during the day, and have sleep, which was really bad of me. I used to watch Netflix until all hours in the morning, which was really, really bad. But yes, have a daily habit. Develop daily habits to take you step by step easily going forward, so that when you have any blocks or stops or something's not quite working, you check where you're at in your daily habits. Is something not quite right? Did I do this? Didn't I do that? And you can backtrack and say, oh my God, I missed that out. No wonder I'm so tired. I didn't get enough sleep. Or no wonder I'm a bit discombobulated. I didn't organize myself in this area properly. Yeah. So doing your daily baby steps every day is really important. So the last one is strength. Well, it's not actually the last one. Strengthen connections. Napoleon actually puts it in terms of his 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13th steps, principles, right? I bung them all together into strengthen connections, because he talks about rebound from failure, collaborate, take calculated risks, self-improvement, and the power of the mastermind. Now, to me, that is where you need to have your coach, your team, your followers, your mentors, your clients, your mastermind groups, collaborators, because no man or woman is an island. You will need to have people around you to support you, to push you forwards, or to actually impart your wisdom to make sure that you know you're going in the right direction. So all of that collaboration and self-improvement, having a coach on board, mentors on board, getting your clients, because if you're an entrepreneur, you would need clients and customers, and you need to see that them growing, your client base and your customer base growing. So connecting with people, strengthening your connections is a really powerful principle to be dealing with. So I've wrapped that all into one. And the last one, shine in sovereignty. Shine in your sovereignty is where you are in your North Star. You are sovereign, you're shining, you're beaming, you're doing everything that you want to do in your sovereignty as a free person. Freedom is really one of my top values. Being the person that you want to become at that time. Yeah, you're sovereign, you're a king or a queen, doing what you love you've reached your North Star, you're being it, you're doing it, you're living a life that lights you up, you're shining, you're being the beacon. So when we get to that stage, hopefully before 3 years' time, but obviously I'm taking you on that journey and all the questions. Each one of these principles have a set of questions and tasks for you to be journaling on and around. When I'm coaching with my clients, I ask the questions to my clients and we really dig deep to find the answers within, because you have the answers. I have the questions. I'm trained to ask you really powerful questions to dig deep so you can find those answers within you, so you can make the plan to take the action to get to where you need to get to. Okay, so that is me going through my diamond shine. Okay, hopefully, please God, the recording is working this time. Please. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat, in the comments. Yeah. And if you'd like to have a chat with me about working with me, that's also cool as well. But please subscribe. Please subscribe, like, and share this video or these videos. All right. And let me get out there and share my body of work. And just a good recap on my audacious goals as well, because I don't think I finished completing them, did I? So my audacious goals to be attained over the next 1,096 days is to have my 5-bedroom house overlooking water in Costa Rica, where I run my feminine and masculine sacred space retreats. Okay. And then to prepare my mind, body, and soul for living to 120 years and beyond, healthily, being healthy, wealthy, and wise, and hot. Okay, because when I got to my 60th birthday, I said to myself, I've done the first 60 years really badly. I'm going to do the next 60 years really well with all I've learned through the first 60 years. And God has given us, if you look in the Bible, God has given us 120 years as human beings to be living on this planet and enjoying this planet. So I want my 120 years. Okay, so I want to prepare my body and mind and soul to be healthy enough, to be wealthy enough and wise enough to get to my 120 years and beyond. And the next one is to be traveling this life with my loving life journey partner who respects me, cherishes me, I respect him, and we are changing lives together. He is my king of a man and I'm his queen of a woman. And we're traveling and living and loving this life and loving each other together. That's my wish for and I've got a list of non-negotiables on my king of a man as well, which I developed through doing my relationship coaching phase of when I was coaching relationship. Anyway, so I think I've done enough waffle and chat now. Please God, let the sound be working. And I will see you for day 14 tomorrow. Yay! And thank you so much for being here. I know there's somebody watching. Thank you. You take care. Bye now.